Hello friends and good morning. So I hope you are all doing well. We are sitting in front of Walmart right now, about to go in. I'm looking to get some soil. Also looking for a couple plants. My mother-in-law wanted a bird of paradise and portulaca, and I haven't been able to find the seeds. I'm gonna see if I can just actually find maybe some little containers of portulaca flowers here. So we'll take a look. We'll see what Walmart has in their garden section for springtime. Walmart had some really cute spring and Easter decor, and I also found some other things that are not specific to spring or Easter time, but some lovely home decor pieces and dishes and things like that I thought would be maybe nice to incorporate for the springtime. Now on the way home, I decided to stop by a plant nursery that I've been wanting to check out for a while. I was here last year and I know they had some really beautiful things, so I took a little ride over and just decided to look around and see what they had. They also didn't have any of the portulaca flowers or any of the smaller size bird of paradise, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for those for my mother-in-law later. I actually got off the phone with her and she decided to go ahead and order some seeds online, so whenever I see a bird of paradise, I will pick up one of those for her. Let's go ahead and do a little Walmart haul of spring home decor, garden essentials. First one I got is this, I think it's 2 gallon. Yes, 2 gallon watering can. I actually do already have one, but I wanted a second one because a lot of times when I want to use the watering can, if I can put the hose in here, let it fill this one while I'm using the other one, you get done in half the time. And then they have some really nice vases. They do have like a little drainage hole thingy in the bottom. You can pop that out if you want your planter to drain, or if you're going to set something in here and you don't want it draining, you just keep that little rubber seal in the bottom. They had this in a light pink as well. One thing I picked up that I really like, however, I think I overpaid for it and I have to go back and check. But it does have like the plastic liner in here, so it's a waste basket, but these are perfect, again, if you want to set a potted plant in here, because this is going to catch, this plastic lining will catch any water runoff, so you can have a really beautiful planter. I did grab one of these vases because I haven't seen this taller 9-inch one in Dollar Tree. I know Dollar Tree used to have it. Lately, I've only been seeing the 7 or 7.5-inch one. I think it was $2 something or maybe around $3. Now these towels are not specifically for spring, but I felt like I could use them any time of the year. And when I saw the pattern on here, there's kind of like this striped one that's got the soft little fringe on it. And then of course the back one's just a very neutral plain one. But they also felt like they're 100% cotton. They feel like they'll be really absorbent. And I really liked the pattern on this one. T-shirts, these were like $4.98, and they're just so soft and flowy. And I love the, I like the V-neck. They did have the round scoop neck as well, but the material is nice. They hold up pretty well through the washing machine. This one I'm wearing is actually from Costco, and it was like $9.98 or something. And then these are like $4.98, and I think they hold up well. For our gardening, we could use some things like pruners and shears and clippers and loppers, things like that, if you do have different sizes of plants and bushes and things that you're gardening with. So this is a 3/4 inch cutting capacity. Walmart had quite a variety of tools. Now I found these really inexpensively as well. I was surprised. I think they were like around $5. I don't remember for sure. They say they are a kitchen rug, but I liked the pattern, and I was thinking with the little non-stick backing that maybe I would use these for a bath mat. So that is our Walmart haul. And other than that, the planter prices are really, really good. And so I went back over there looking for one to match what I had outside. But ultimately I couldn't find anything that was like exactly the same shape or the same color because I really wanted it to coordinate with the one that I already had. We are at Home Depot now, and they have so many plants and palm trees out. This is something I just love about being in Florida, is going to like any nursery, garden center, even just like Home Depot or Lowe's, because they have so many beautiful plants. It just makes me feel so good to like walk around and look at the plants. And if you live more in a northern state, there's hope. It's coming soon. Spring is coming. Anyway, we're gonna go in. I need to get some cactus citrus palm potting soil. I'm gonna just get that Miracle. I think it's by Miracle Grow, but it's pretty good drainage. So I'm gonna get that for 2 travelers palms that we picked up out at the flea market. And we're gonna pot them. First I was gonna put them in the front yard and then decided against that. And then I figured I would put them in the back somewhere, like along the fence. And then we kind of decided against that as well. I think we either want to go with a real palm tree, like not that that's not a real, it's a real palm tree, but like something that looks more like a typical palm tree, like a queen palm or a Sylvester palm, which I love, but they're so expensive. I haven't priced out a Pindo palm or there's the sable palm, which I think is like the state palm tree in Florida. They're not really my favorite, but you know, a row of them could still look nice if it was a lot more affordable. But I see what I believe is queen palms here, so I'm going to check the price on those. Alternatively, we could just go with like bird of paradise or even bananas, because bananas would be nice to do along the fence and they grow really fast, so you get like that nice tropical look and some greenery along the fence. So I'm almost thinking maybe just doing that, and it would be a lot less expensive to do bananas than to do palm trees, but a mix would always be nice. Bananas, mulberry, Barbados cherry, avocado, tangerine, peach, lemon, lime, tangelo, olive, and let's go check out the bananas down here. Loquats over here. These are pineapple sugar loaf and fig trees. Oh, they have more loquats, larger ones over there. Calamondin, those are pretty sour. So the avocados. So in Home Depot, that one right there is the one that we currently have. I don't really see any other version of it, like a smaller one or taller one or something different, but maybe we'll go look inside. Back from Home Depot, we have secured the goods. I've got these large planters. I didn't realize, like, this planter, I think because it's not tapered at the bottom, like it's gonna hold an enormous amount of soil, for better or worse. But let me show you what we're working with. So here is our space right now. These traveler's palms just keep blowing over every time there's a gust of wind. It's crazy. So let's see how we can repot the Barbados cherry and then get the palms into pots and see how we can, you know, arrange our planters over here. Guys, I had to cut the planter off. Look how big the roots are in here. It was so tight inside this planter that I could not even pull it out. So just gonna have to, I was gonna save this little plastic planter, but had to just cut it out. It's like, I couldn't get it. Hey friends, so it is now a couple days later and I've still got some recipes that I wanted to share with you. So I'm thinking we'll go inside and make one of them right now. I'm actually sitting outside on the front porch to record this because Kylie's watching TV inside, so there's that noise and the washing machine is going. But yeah, it's been quite a few days. Mike and Kylie have strep throat again. We all, well, not Renee, the three of us had strep throat less than a month ago, so it's kind of crazy, like several weeks later getting it again, which it's so weird. He actually tested negative for it, but the doctor's convinced by the way that it looks that it's strep throat and it has like the symptoms of strep throat. And then for Kylie, it was like she saw a very faint line on the test, so they're treating it like strep throat. But it's just like, it's so crazy. Yeah, how do you like get that again? I haven't had strep throat in my life, and now we've had it like twice in a month in our house. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I didn't like go through and sanitize everything well enough, but let's go ahead and get started with this recipe. So I have two. I'm kind of trying to figure out. One is a potato dish. It's like a soup. And then the other one is a pasta dish. And I think I'm gonna make the pasta dish. It just sounds better, especially because today's not that hot, but it's very humid. So it actually feels like kind of muggy. So I'm just thinking pasta sounds better than hot soup right now. So for this pasta dish, I put about 1/8 cup of olive oil in my saucepan, along with a couple cloves of minced garlic and a handful of walnuts. You might need to add a little bit of water in here as well. You just want to make sure that you keep everything from burning. You could also do a little bit of extra oil if you prefer. We're going to go ahead and add in like 1 to 2 cups of chopped kale. So I got this out of our garden. I actually didn't measure it. I just ripped up a bunch of fresh kale, and it was probably close to 2 cups, and then that'll just cook down in there. And now in the blender I'm putting in 2 cans of cannellini beans. I did drain them already, adding in 3/4 cup of nutritional yeast, and then we can add in that garlic, kale, and walnut mixture into the blender as well. And we're going to just make a nice creamy sauce out of this. So I put in the juice from about a half a lemon in here. And then you can add some salt and pepper to taste. Again, if you like extra garlic, go ahead and do a couple, like an extra clove or 2 if you want. So you could really give yourself a little extra flavor there just by adding, extra garlic or extra salt, just to like your taste preference. And then we just kind of blend that all up. I wanted it to still be a little bit chunky, not completely creamy. And so I didn't puree it all the way, just till it was like mostly smooth and creamy. And then if it's pretty thick, you can add in a little bit of your pasta water in there, which will just kind of thin out your sauce a little bit. And then add this on top of some rigatoni or whatever pasta noodles that you want to enjoy it on. And I thought this turned out pretty good. You could also add a nice salad on the side or some garlic bread with this, and it would really complete your nice hearty pasta dinner. So I want to take you guys out and give you a little garden update out here. So the Awari Satsuma mandarin that we have got eaten to bits by the swallowtail caterpillars, but I just wanted to show you guys it has so many new blooms coming. These are all new shoots, all new leaves, all new blooms, and it's also looking like it's about to flower soon. So very excited that all the leaves are really making a comeback here, and it looks like the tree is gonna make it. And then I'll just walk you guys over here with what we have going on. So I have some seeds I've started here, and I'm planning to give some away. I know my mother-in-law wants some, and then we'll see if anybody else wants. I can't remember what I put in here. Oh my goodness. I think this one was a variety of kale. But anyway, these are Everglades tomatoes, and so is everything under here. This whole side is the Everglades tomato. And then in here, this is a variety of eggplant. It's like a long, narrow, kind of lavender color one. I can't remember the name, but it's kind of the one that we find like in the Asian store. So that's the eggplant. This geranium my mother-in-law just got, but she's at our house right now visiting, and so it's just sitting out here in the sun for the moment. We actually went to the nursery trying to find these Biden's flowers here. She wanted to get some of these yellow ones, and they didn't have any, but I'm looking and reading. I think I can actually divide the plant, and apparently it's like good for the plant to divide it, and then I can propagate it that way. So I have some kale taking off here. Now in this bed, I planted zucchini, and I am not sure. I'm trying to remember. I thought I threw some Everglades tomato seeds either in that box or in this one, and I can't remember now. So I'll have to keep an eye. This one's starting to look like a weed, and since I've never grown the Everglades tomatoes before, I'm actually not certain. But anyway, this is a zucchini variety. I'll see how it does and let you guys know, but it was supposed to be more hardy and something that would are more like disease resistant in the hot, humid weather. And then these are the Arapaho, I think that's how you say it, blackberry. So we'll see how they do as well. They're supposed to be a more low chill blackberry. If they do well, I'll probably end up moving them, but for the time being, I just needed somewhere to put them. So we're gonna let them grow in here and see how they do in the moment. So in this bed, I don't have anything. This is the one that I'm still filling when I have extra like grass or just, you know, things to get rid of, whether it's like some plant material or whatever. I'm slowly filling this bed. But over here is where we've planted Seminole pumpkins. So I got the seeds out of that Southern Horticulture catalog, and I've gotten them started here. So that's what you see is the larger ones. So I did 3 rows of them, and then I'll probably just keep whichever ones do the best. So as you can see, some are doing really well, and then others are like really tiny. So I might end up removing some of the tiny ones, and then I might also dig up and give a few away. We'll see. I just wanted to see how they did, get them all going, and then just see how they do. And then in between, I did a row here and a row here. And you can kind of see they're all sprouting of zinnias. So I was hoping that the pumpkin vines could kind of come out of the box, and then we could have like 2 rows of zinnias, and hopefully it looks better to our neighbors. And hopefully they have a little prettier view as well to look out and see like a box of the zinnias sticking up in the middle. Now over here is some sweet potato. I plan to do a bunch more, but that's just the ones that I already had that I brought over and transplanted. And then in this box here, I did 2 rows of a green bean there and here, and they have really, look at this. The seed is still on there, but they have really come and sprouted up with the weather. So we've had a lot of rain. We had a lot of like overcast days, and I think the plants really liked it. And then I thought I put something in the middle. I'm gonna need to go back and reference my little gardening notebook because I can't remember if I did a row of anything in the middle yet. So I have to go back and check. But anyway, we have the jade. It's a jade green bean is what's on the side there. And they don't get too large. It's said to space them 3 inches apart. Although, as you guys can see, it almost looks like some haven't come up and then others are like doing really well. But that's kind of how it always goes with gardening. Hi, Jojo. Hi, Jojo. And then over in here, we have a climbing cucumber. So I was hoping to get some kind of like little trellis or something that I could put here, maybe over our archway, something I can put kind of across here and put these climbing cucumbers on. Over there, I had a potato that was sprouting and I just cut it into 3 pieces. And I had to show you guys, I had some potatoes growing over the winter from just scraps from some of our potato scraps from our kitchen. And look at all that grew. There's a few like little small ones, and then there was 2 plants, and they both had a huge one like this on it. And then they both had like a couple more like medium large and then small. So all of this off of 2 potato plants that grew from our vegetable scraps over the last few months through the winter. I still need to find a spot for our little lemon here that we got in Walmart, and I haven't figured out quite where I want it. And then in here I did plant, so I have spinach and lettuce and kale that I planted, and at that end we have all of the dill. So here's the dill seeds that I actually planted these a little while ago. So I would say I planted them, goodness, probably put the seeds in like a month ago. Like it took some time really for them to finally come up. But here's the one that I have already. I'm just thinking, I know that some of the, trying to think which butterfly it is, but I know there's a butterfly that is gonna probably eat a lot of the parsley that's here and the dill and stuff like that. So I wanted to have plenty for us and for the butterflies because it's like a host plant for some of the butterflies. And then I also put in a few rhizomes into the ground to plant for ginger. And then over here I did turmeric, and then I also did the shampoo ginger. And then in these 2 pots over here, I have pomegranate. So I actually saved the seeds about a year ago. I planted these from a seed that I saved out of a pomegranate that I ate from the store, and I just grew them from seeds. They did take a little bit of time to sprout, but they are now like, you know, a couple feet tall. They lost most of their leaves. This one lost all the leaves. This lost almost all of them over the winter, but they're now like, you know, a couple of feet tall. And yeah, I feel like they're doing well. So I don't know, we'll see. They probably, if they fruit, it probably won't be for like another 2 years, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this Walmart spring and Easter shop with me, along with our delicious bean and kale pasta recipe and my spring garden tour. I'm wishing you a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you guys soon in a new video. Bye!